Hey guys, Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles with my personal training, my Warrior boot camps, which are face-to-face and online, and my nutritional consultations. So, in this short vlog, I want to talk to you about step counters, fitness activity trackers, and their accuracy in counting the magical 10,000 steps. So, I'm going to go straight in with something that may actually shock you. The 10,000 step rule, or 10,000 steps a day, that absolutely every person now knows, was not based on science. So let me take you back. Japan, 1964, the first company to invent the most basic activity tracker ever, the pedometer. It was a marketing tool. That pedometer was called Menpuke, and I've probably totally mashed that because I don't know any Japanese. But Menpuke, translated, means 10,000 step counter. So again, your 10,000 steps was created as a marketing tool to sell the first pedometer that has just so happened to have stuck round forever and ever and ever. Again, your 10,000 steps. It was a marketing tool to sell the very first pedometer from a Japanese company. It is not based on science. If you want to know how many steps are effective for health, I'm going to cover it in the summary at the end of the vlog. So just stay tuned. Let's talk what affects your step count on your activity tracker. Firstly, let's figure out what actually constitutes a step. So majority of them have got motion detectors in there, and 2 swings of the arm equals 1 step, because that would replicate the walking motion. So as soon as this picks up there and back, it equals roughly 1 step. So let's figure out what could affect your 10,000 steps as seen on here. Well, imagine this. I've gone to Costa and I've brought my Costa and I'm walking down the street. It's no longer counting them steps. So firstly, there's the problem. I want to be super cool while I'm walking, so I'll pop one hand in my pocket. The same hand that I've got my activity tracker on. My hand's in my pocket and I'm walking. Doing all this, it's not counting them steps. If I'm holding a small child's hand as I'm walking, it's not counting steps. However, if I drink, every time I take a drink and I've got the 2 swings, that's going to count a step. Even if I'm drinking whilst I'm not stepping, it's counting steps. Whilst I'm painting, it's going to count that as steps. If I have a job that's of a repetitive nature, maybe on a production line, where I may be doing some of this or I'm doing some of this, where I've got 2 strokes and I'm pressing buttons and I'm stamping and maybe I'm carrying and putting something somewhere else. Again, it may be counting steps when you're not actually doing steps. Certain exercises, star jumps, can count them sometimes. Spotty dogs can count them sometimes. High knees can count them sometimes. Do you see where I'm going with this? There's some activities where steps may not be counted where you're actually doing steps. There's some activities that may be counting steps and you're not doing the steps. Quick summary. Activity trackers are a rough guide for you to have a look on your phone or on your tablet, and for it to give an indication of where you're at. Are you doing quite a few steps? Are you doing your intensity per week? Are you climbing so many floors? Are you burning roughly so many calories? They are not done in scientific labs. They're often brought for about £100, £200 off the internet or a shop. They're just put there on your wrist. You are not in a scientific lab. They will not be dead accurate. They are a guide for you to sculpt and shape your health around it as an indicator. If you would like to know how many steps the majority of scientific evidence bases health on, they all pretty much agree now that it's around about the 7,500 steps you're going to get some real good health benefits from, and you're going to reduce early mortality by X amount of percent. No more than 7,500 steps doesn't equal the ultimate health. So if you're doing 15,000 a day, they found that any results over 7,500 actual proper steps, the health benefits kind of plateau a little bit. But obviously, more steps equals more weight management and more calorie gain through the NEAT model, non-activity affected thermogenesis. So ideally, let's aim for 7,500 steps. Any more than that, you're going to get some extra calorie burn. But know that these are only a guide. Please do not let the figure that is printed before you define you and alter your self-esteem and your self-worth by a figure that you see that may not be 100% accurate. It is a guide. Please do not be going to bed going, I've only done 6,000 steps, I'm not a very good person. Or, oh, I've done 23,000 steps, I'm the ultimate person. These are a guide to help and assist us. Don't become too addicted to them. If you found this useful, you know what to do. Press the like button, share it, maybe tag somebody in who could benefit from this. If you'd like to know any more about my personal training, my warrior boot camps or my nutrition consultations, message me direct. Have a look at my Facebook stuff, have a look at the kind of people I work with. Message me, let's start the dialogue. Or if you'd like to know more, go to my website, www.personaltrainertamworth.com. Love you all loads, and I'll see you soon.